Stress Management by Jennifer Meyer. This presentation will cover what stress is, where it comes from, different types of stress, the coping mechanisms people will use, assessment tools you can use to assess your stress levels, and different stress reduction activities. Stress is your body's way of responding to any kind of demand. Stress can be caused both by good and bad experiences. When people feel stressed, their bodies react by releasing chemicals into the bloodstream. These chemicals give people more energy and strength, which can be a good thing if the stress is caused by physical danger, but can be bad if their stress is in response to something emotional and there is no outlet for this extra energy and strength. Stress is our body's biological response to a situation. When someone perceives a situation as stressful, hormones are released from the hypothalamus, which tells the body to prepare for fight or to run from the situation. During this fight or flight mode, energy is released by our bodies and our immune system is suppressed until we no longer perceive the situation as stressful. There are different types of stress. Eustress is a positive form of stress which can activate and motivate people. Distress is a negative form of stress that can result in overloading a person and compromising their immune system. What can cause distress for some can be eustress for others. Nevitt Sanford in 1967 developed a theory on stress that applied to college students. His thoughts were college students develop by being challenged. Stress is needed for development, but too much stress will have a negative impact on an individual. Nevitt also stated that the transition from high school to college can be one of the most stressful transitions in a person's life. When coping with stress, people will use both positive and negative mechanisms. The negative use of drugs and alcohol as a way of coping with stress has increased over the years for college students between the ages of 18 and 24. Isolation can help reduce stress, but too much can lead to feelings of depression and loneliness. Hardiness, which is maintaining a positive outlook on things, is a more productive way for dealing with stressful situations. Humor and laughter reduces tension in the body and has a positive effect on our immune system, making us healthier as people. Problem-focused coping is an effective method for dealing with stress when it comes to students. Problem-focused coping tries to encourage the student to change circumstances that lead to the problem by identifying the causes of the failure and working to overcome those causes. One of the problems with this method is negative emotions like frustration and depression can develop if the person is not careful. They can become more focused on their emotions instead of solving the problem. The ways a person construes or interprets what is going on in their lives plays an important role in their emotional reaction to those events. So retraining yourself to have a positive response to uncontrollable stress will help your health. Remember, you are in control of your reaction to stress. It is always better to maintain a positive state of mind when dealing with uncontrollable stressors, and if necessary, to take occasional breaks from time to time so that later you can come back to the situation with a new perspective. The development of reasonable goals is another coping mechanism for stress because it provides stability. What is your stress level? Here are a few stress inventories that you can look up and take on your own. Stress reduction activities. Try to relax your body by taking deep breaths, stretching, exercise, taking a bath, getting a massage, and eating well. Relax your emotions by talking, laughing, crying, reading, and/or by doing something you love to do. Create stress reducers for yourself by getting up 15 minutes earlier, get a good night's sleep, practice preventative measures, avoid too much caffeine, and say no to extra projects. Thank you for your time and your participation.